Hey loves, welcome to Heart Love Messages. My name is Crystal. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. If you're already subscribed here, welcome back. So just a quick message before we get into tonight's reading. All personal readings are now open until August 7th. So if you feel called to book a reading or if you would like to join us over on Patreon, you can find all of that information in the description box below. So let's go ahead and get into the message for tonight. I have a very urgent message for the Divine Feminine. Okay, please keep in mind that this message may or may not resonate with everyone. So just take the messages that resonate and leave the ones do not, okay? This message came to me very clearly and for a very specific Divine Feminine who may be overthinking or second guessing what your intuition knows to be true. The one thing that your guides would like you to know about yourself is that you are the secret weapon, Divine Feminine. I'm tapping into powerful divine energy right now, okay? And this Divine Feminine, your guides, your ancestors, okay, the Most High, they know you. Your spiritual team knows you better than you know yourself. And so when you have these moments of self-doubt, when you second guess or when you overthink simply because you don't know in which direction that you are supposed to go into, you're being guided to really just pause, okay? Because I'm definitely getting very anxious energy. It's almost as if you feel as if you're being nudged, okay? There's this really heavy nudge that you're feeling, but you may be afraid to fully step into this direction here, to fully step into the unknown. And I'm also picking up on a Divine Feminine who has been going through massive spiritual upgrades, okay? You may be extremely tired. You may literally just not even feel like yourself here. You may be sleeping a lot. You may be a little bit irritable at nighttime when it's time for you to go to sleep here. Definitely something about your dream state is being affected here. And this is because your DNA is being activated. There's a lot of spiritual shifts that are happening on the planet. Okay, and this is naturally pushing you into your highest timeline. But I definitely feel that as you are navigating this space and as you are moving towards your greatest version, there's definitely an old pattern that may be raising here. Okay, there's definitely something that has been stuffed down, some type of emotion, some type of situation here. This could be some energy tied to the core relationships in your life that is rising to the surface, okay? And it's almost as if you're being pushed, you're being nudged into this new direction, but then there's also this remnants of your past here that's actually rising, and you can kind of feel as if this push and pull energy, it's almost as if you take 10 steps forward and then you take 10 steps back. And you feel as if you are continuously in this push and pull energy, not really knowing if you're coming and going here, okay? This can be a very confusing energy. This can be a very confusing time here. But what I'm getting is that you have this heavy energy. There's a heavy energy of second guessing as it pertains to your next step. And you're being guided to just take the first step. Okay, the next step will be presented to you at the right time, Divine Feminine. All right, but what your guides want you to know about yourself is that you are absolutely powerful. I'm talking about a Divine Feminine that has, been through some things on this journey here. You have definitely experienced loss, okay? You have experienced pain. You have experienced setbacks here on this journey, and you have conquered every single time. And where you stand today, it's almost as if your spiritual team wants to kind of infuse you with this new energy, because you have to remember that your higher self sits in a position of seeing everything from a higher perspective. Seeing the things in you that you're not able to see, being able to see the past, being able to see the future as well. So where you stand today, Divine Feminine, is simply a manifestation of your past. And your future will be a manifestation of your present moment. So I guess that this is, a message, because this came to me very, very clearly, all right? That you may be second guessing yourself. And it's almost as if your spiritual team has been sending you signs, has been nudging you, has been trying to push you in the right direction. I keep getting something about your dream state. You may be receiving very important information, very important spiritual downloads that are helping to push you into this powerful timeline here. Okay? But your guides want you to know that you have all the answers inside of you. And I'm picking up on a Divine Feminine energy who is maybe a little bit confused about how to access this information, okay? And you're being guided to really stop and use your emotions as your navigation. If you're feeling okay, if you're feeling happy, if you're feeling good, this is an indication that you are going in the right direction. Anytime that you feel super duper emotional, okay, you feel fear, you feel doubt, that is your indication to slow down and to go within here, okay? And to really, really use your internal process, use your emotions to help you guide. This is really the secret weapon of the feminine energy here, because you are tapped into that subconscious energy, okay? That emotional process. That's really your playground, Divine Feminine. That's really where you thrive here, okay? So your intuition is literally your best friend. I'm definitely getting a lot of synchronicities that you may be feeling at this time here, okay? You definitely are seeing 1111, okay? 444, 888, okay? 1234 and 333 at this time, okay? I'm definitely getting something about flowers here, and also the colors yellow, orange, and gold. Very, very important, okay? You may be meditating at this time. There's something about the sun and you really activating this information here ahead of this Lionsgate portal that's coming here. There's a Divine Feminine who is literally being infused with so much energy to move you forward into your most powerful timeline. But where you stand right now, okay, you're overthinking, you're second guessing, okay? There's this fear as it pertains to moving towards your highest goal, okay? But I want you to know that I'm also picking up on kind of like this, because I just got perfectionist, okay? So this is a Divine Feminine. You may be extremely particular about how you do things. I'm getting you have a lot of pride, not only in yourself, but your work, your creative endeavors, really anything that is attached to your name here. And you may take these setbacks extremely personal, but you shouldn't, okay? Anytime that you're placed in a situation that is not favorable to you, know that there is something for you to learn here. You have an extremely powerful spiritual team, and they are all rooting for you, okay? You may be having a rough time as you're navigating this journey. There are days where you feel as if you don't have all the answers, you don't know what it is to do next. You're being guided to take that first step in the direction of your destiny. Okay, your guides are trying to push you into your highest timeline. And I feel like you may be afraid, Divine Feminine, but you're not afraid of this actual challenge. I'm getting that you're afraid of what your life will look like if you take this massive leap of faith. You know that where you stand now, the connections that you have, where your life is right now, you know that the dynamics will change drastically, okay? And what you need to know is that everything is working out for your highest good. Everything is working out for your highest good. This divine feminine that this message is for, your spiritual team respects you, okay? I don't know where you started on your journey, but you have navigated yourself out of true darkness. And where you stand today, you really, really should look around you and be proud of yourself. Number one, for how far that you've come. And number two, for still being in one piece, okay? That's very, very important. And you're being pushed and you're being nudged to do more because you have the capacity to do more. You have the capacity to be more, okay? Going down this spiritual journey, it's really, really a blessing, but it really pushes you, to be your highest and to be your greatest version. And when you look at it from a spiritual perspective, God chose you because you have what it takes. So any moment that you think you don't have what you need to advance to the next level, why would God choose you? Why would God bring you this far to leave you? That's not how your story ends. There's more to your story, Divine Feminine. And if you are resonating with this message, you are extremely powerful. And the number one thing that your guides would like you to know about yourself is that you are the secret weapon. You don't have to wait for anything. You don't have to look outside of yourself for any type of confirmation, okay? For anything, even for information. There are so many. This Divine Feminine that I'm picking up on, you have ancestral coding within your DNA. Your ancestors have been giving you information, okay? All you have to do is ask. You will be surprised at how many things come to you, okay? And as we're moving towards this massive, massive shift that's happening on August the 8th with this Lionsgate, things are going to shift and things are going to really change for you overnight. So if you've been feeling just really, really tired, if you've been feeling unlike yourself, okay, because I'm getting this Divine Feminine, you have really been putting in the work towards becoming your highest version, towards attracting the things that are really for you, embodying that feminine energy, really stepping out and, illuminating every place that you walk into, and with every person that you encounter. They can feel your energy. Your magnetism is growing day by day. But I'm getting that you have these moments where there is remnants of your past, or there's this past energy that likes to creep up here, okay? And it causes you to second guess. It causes you to overthink here. And when you go into those moments, you're being called to just take a step back. Okay? Take a step back. Your spiritual team is watching you from a higher perspective. They know you better than you know yourself. You have exactly what it takes here. And they are rooting for you, pushing you into your highest timeline. Okay? So if this message is resonating with you and you are afraid, or you feel a little bit nervous, or you feel a little bit apprehensive about continuing this journey, okay? Maybe you're just at a place where you just feel like you just want to rest, okay? And I get it, because there is so many activations that are happening on the planet, especially with, people who are taking this path less traveled, okay? So many activations here. And because you are assuming this powerful magnetic energy, you have positive things coming towards you, and you have low vibrational things coming towards you at the same time. And it can be a lot trying to navigate these forces, okay? Because as the Divine Feminine energy, people just want to experience you. People just want to, have a story to tell, or be a part of your story in some kind of way, Divine Feminine. And so you have to be extremely mindful about navigating these timelines, because each person that you encounter and each situation that you are going through in your life here, it represents a certain timeline, and these timelines are specifically tied to our emotions, our thoughts, and our actions at that time and at that certain stage. And you have outgrown certain things, okay? And some things that you see and some people that you meet, they represent a different timeline, okay? Always remember that. And so as you are navigating this next stage of your life, your guides want you to know that you're powerful. Don't second guess yourself for 1 second. You have what it takes. And if you are at a place where you're genuinely confused about what it is that you need to do, this really may be a time for you to pause, a time for you to sit back, a time for you to really evaluate what it is that you're feeling, because that will always be your source of power, Divine Feminine, your internal compass. That will always tell you where you are, okay? And so before you begin to assume this position of being overwhelmed, of being stressed out, okay, because you feel as if you're being pulled in so many different directions, you're being guided to either take a step back, okay, or take a step forward. But know that you're divinely guided, okay? You know that your life, this path is being orchestrated. You knew that when you were initiated or you were chosen to do something higher, to really assume this position of spreading light and love on the planet in whatever way that you were chosen to do this. This can be within your own family dynamic. It doesn't have to be anything massive, you know, or it can be something massive. But when you were chosen to do this here, okay, when you were chosen to go on this path here, it's ready made. You don't need anything outside of yourself. The only thing that you need is obedience. The only thing that you need to do is be able to balance your emotions and to be able to see things through the lens of love. Because anything that's not operating in love is fear. And fear can really drive us to do some crazy things, okay? So at this time, I feel like the most important thing that your spiritual team wants you to know, Divine Feminine, is that they respect you. They've seen your journey. They've seen you claw your way through the darkness. They have seen you grow and become just a much more brighter, much more vibrant, sharper, stronger version of yourself here. And so you should never doubt your power, okay? It's almost as if, you know, your spiritual team kind of wants you to snap out of it a little bit, you know, because a lot of times, depending on what it is that we're going through, we can allow these energies to linger for much longer. And it's also important for you to know that it's okay for you to take a step back. It's okay for you to backtrack. It's okay for you to not have all of the information or to make a mistake. Perfection is not what's needed. Obedience is what's needed. You know, looking at it from a higher perspective, from a spiritual perspective, your guides know. God knows that you're going to mess up. God knows you better than you know yourself, okay? And so I feel like you may be in this position where you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself, but this is not coming from a place of you wanting to be extremely hard on yourself. You just expect the best. You really expect the best. This is feminine energy who has really put in that work, okay? So your guides want you to know that even though you may have experienced hardship, you're not here to suffer. You're here to do expansive things. You're here to be a light in this world. And you should know that everything that you need is going to be provided for you, okay? I believe I said this in one of my previous videos, but things have to manifest in the spiritual realm before they come down into the physical realm, okay? And the spiritual realm is directly tied to your emotions, your thought process, your internal compass, okay? Your unconscious mind, the things that you do that you don't even know why you do them, okay? It's very, very powerful energy. And so your emotions, your mood, the things that you tell yourself is extremely important for where you're going, Divine Feminine, okay? And you have built up so much abundance in the spiritual realm, and it's coming, okay? It's coming here. This portal is going to be extremely important for your journey. So if you're feeling a lot of emotions all of a sudden starting to rise, if you're feeling your energy being zapped, if you feel like patterns are coming up, certain things that you healed from, you feel as if they're beginning to show themselves again here, just know that it's all a test here. It's all a test. These are the moments here where you're able to apply the lessons that you've learned, the spiritual lessons that you've learned on your journey here, okay? That's all it is. It's not for you to backtrack. It's not for you to go back into a timeline that you've already outgrown. It's time to see if you are who you know you are, okay? You are the divine feminine. You have this power. And you were chosen to go on this path because you are so powerful, okay? So if this message is resonating with you, your guides want you to know that you are the secret weapon, okay? Your emotions, your intellect, your lessons that you have learned on this journey, okay? All of these things are in your arsenal for you to use them, and your spiritual team is watching over you, waiting for you to ask for direction, for guidance, okay, for peace. Whatever it is that you need, ask for it, Divine Feminine, because you have that access. I'm tapping into very powerful feminine, divine feminine energy, okay? Your guides know you. They know what you have been through. They know where you are going. And this moment that you feel right now, you're being upgraded to your highest timeline, okay? So there are parts of you that are not able to exist. They're not able to coexist, okay? Your new life is going to cost you your old life. And for a lot of you, I feel like that may be scary, because you may think, well, what does that mean? How is this going to affect my relationships? Because I'm getting something about your core relationships here. You feel as if you're being pulled into a totally different direction than the people, places, and things that are around you. And just trust the process, Divine Feminine. The people, places, and things that are supposed to elevate with you, they will, okay? So just trust that. But overall, you are extremely powerful. I hope that this message reaches you before this Lionsgate portal on August the 8th, because this is extremely massive, expansive, quantum leaping energy that we are stepping into. And I really, really hope that whatever may be holding you back, or this energetic shift that you're feeling, this massive recalibration, I really hope that you're in a position to manifest and to step into your highest timeline, okay? Because there's so much abundance, so much love, so much vitality on the other side of this, Divine Feminine, okay? So these are the messages that I have for you all tonight. If you resonated with this message, be sure to hit the like button on the way out, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.